An Egyptian spy single-handedly ruined the Israel-Hamas ceasefire, CNN.
Here's a summary of the article.
An Egyptian spy torpedoed a potential ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas earlier this month by secretly changing its terms before handing it between the warring sides, CNN reports. The intelligence official, Ahmed Abdel Khalek, changed the deal after Israel had already agreed to it by adding in more of Hamas' demands to the framework to clinch their approval, according to the report. One of the biggest points of contention in the deal was a call for sustainable calm to be reached in its second phase, according to CNN. Israel is opposed to discussing an end to the war until Hamas is defeated and all of its hostages are freed, the outlet reports. Officials involved in the talks from Qatar, the US, and Israel were blindsided and angered by the spy's secret changes, according to CNN. Neither the CIA nor the State Department immediately responded to Business Insider's requests for comment. At the time, an anonymous Israeli official told Reuters the announcement was a ruse intended to make Israel look like the side refusing a deal. Mediators had hoped the deal would stave off Israel's incursion into Rafah, which is now expanding. Biden is locked in a tight race with rival Donald Trump, but the Democrat is facing a revolt from left-wing voters who accuse him of supporting the killing of Palestinian civilians in Gaza by sending Israel weaponry.
This post received a score of 10,000, with an upvote ratio of 92%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
This is why they should have used DocuSign.
How they knew it was altered. #, pipe, underscore, 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 pipe, #, was added into the texts.
Is this?
It's loss.
He can't keep getting away with this.
An Egyptian spy torpedoed a potential ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas earlier this month by secretly changing its terms before handing it between the warring sides, CNN reports. The intelligence official, Ahmed Abdel Khalek, changed the deal after Israel had already agreed to it by adding in more of Hamas' demands to the framework to clinch their approval, according to the report.
What seems like there's easier ways to manage handing documents around.
Now I'm imagining the negotiators checking their email and Blinken sending out a DocuSign to Hamas and Israel. Hey guys, just pop this back to me when you get a chance, thanks.
Let's circle back to this one next week.
As per my previous ceasefire email?
Hope this finds you well.
I hope this email finds you before I do.
Bullshit. The spy was following orders. This was not done on his own.
The implication is quite strong in the article itself.
Like people read the article. There's some argument that single-handedly means or implies that, but if that were really the title would be Rogue Spy or something. It's Business Insider, they wouldn't shy away from a more provocative title.
What a crazy read. Is that really what happened?
Why the hell would an Egyptian spy do it on their own accord? Just to make Egypt look even worse than it already does? Egypt got caught and now they are using a scapegoat.
It's hard to disavow the actions of an intelligence agent working at that level, inside your own country, when the outcome is the likely violent destruction of an organization you openly detest.
Why did OP link to Insider instead of the original CNN report? CNN has no paywall.
OP is an insider spy.
What is even funnier is when you remember that the UN Secretary General demanded Israel abide by the deal, without even reading it. Funny how no one wants to bring that one up though.
The UN is a joke. Everyone knows that.
The parts of the UN working on peace plans, and the parts of the UN working on providing humanitarian relief, are two completely different parts of the UN. You can't criticize the whole of the institution by only looking one tiny part. One of the least important parts? In the same time span, the low estimate is that 300 million people died of smallpox. That's one Hiroshima bomb every 2 weeks, for the entire 20th century. What people mean by, the UN is a joke, the UN doesn't do anything, is, what do I, as a person in the developed world, gain from the UN? But you aren't the target of its actions. Because people aren't interested in administration of primary healthcare policy in the developing world context.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.